Hey happy homemakers, welcome back. In today's video, I'm going to share my 10 wellness tips on how to stay positive and motivated during quarantine. Last year, something happened to my husband's car, not once, but twice. For 2 months in the summer and then 3 months in the winter, we became a one-car family, and he always took my car to work, leaving me and the kids at home. And it was honestly very difficult for me, even though I am normally a homebody, just the fact that I couldn't get out and do very basic things like groceries or play dates made me feel very trapped. The kids also missed the social interaction with other kids and getting to do fun things like the library and stuff like that. So it was just a very hard season for all of us, especially the 3-month season that was in the winter time. It was even very difficult to go grocery shopping because I would either have to do it really late in the evening after the kids went down, which I don't usually like to do, or arrange to borrow somebody's car. If I'm very honest, I have to say that mentally and physically it brought me into a very low and bad place. Probably a month into that second stretch, I became so unproductive. I didn't want to get out of bed in the morning. I didn't want to do anything. I just felt so crummy, like not healthy, and my mood I just didn't have the desire to do anything, and nothing really brought me joy. I was just kind of going through the motions. And it got to a point where I just didn't want to live like that anymore. So I made so many changes to my routine, my lifestyle, my diet that really pushed me out of that mood and back into living life. And I know that this quarantine is going to have so many of us feeling the same way. So I hope that these 10 tips that I learned through that season will really help you and encourage you and motivate you to just embrace this situation of being home and help you to thrive where you are. Really quick before we do that, if you don't already know me, my name is Justine, and on my channel I'm all about joyful motherhood, natural living, and an orderly, peaceful home. And if you would like to see more videos from me, I would love to have you hit that red subscribe button. Also, if you don't follow me on Instagram, I am going to be sharing in the stories challenges every few days to go along with this video. They're going to be for mental well-being, they're going to be for health, for physical well-being, and I really hope that they'll inspire you and push you to make changes in your life. So if you want to take that challenge, make sure you're following me at Justine Marie 55. Also, I would like to thank my sponsor of the video, Pocas. They sent me some really great teas and superfoods that I am so excited to share with you guys, so make sure you keep watching for that. And now let's get into the video. So I have written down all of my tips just so I don't miss anything. The first and foremost thing I have to say that helped me was getting into the Word purposefully. I was still doing my morning quiet time, but it got to a place where I was just going through the motions to check it off my list, but I wasn't really going deep and feeling connected to the Lord. I really felt like I needed a spiritual reawakening. Right around that time, I started taking a vitamin D supplement because we have very cloudy weather here, and a lot of people will sink into depression if they are not getting enough vitamin D, and I think that was a factor in what was happening to me. So taking a vitamin D supplement really helped me lift my mood, and I was able to just start connecting and digging into the Word more. Other than continuing a morning quiet time routine, I started listening to podcasts. The Daily Grace Co. was a wonderful one. And then I also started listening to praise and worship music while I was just getting ready for the morning or while I was doing chores. Just having something on that was filling me spiritually, redeeming that time, did so much to enhance my mood. Next on the list is to make sure you are taking your supplements. And like I said earlier, I started with a vitamin D. Taking all the supplements I wanted to every day felt so overwhelming for me when I was in that state. So I would recommend just starting with 1 or 2 and just sticking with those every day. And as you progressively feel better, have more energy, start adding more to your list. So for me, vitamin D was a really important one to start with. Now, in addition to the vitamin D, I daily try to take vitamin B, magnesium, probiotics, ginseng for energy, and a multivitamin. Tip number 3 is to eat healthy and clean up your diet. During that season, I had zero energy and I just felt so unhealthy. And the awful thing is that when that happens, you just get into this cycle of craving sugar for an energy kick, and you reach for fatty, high-carb foods that just make you feel worse in the long run. During this cycle, I was feeding my children nutritious meals, but then I would either not eat or just grab something junky. And I'm sure that that happens to so many of you, but it is so important, and perhaps even more important right now, to make sure that we are fueling our bodies with food that that is actually going to nourish us and give us the energy that we need to care for our families and keep their moods and spirits up as well as our own. So I would encourage you to start planning ahead, maybe look on Pinterest, pin some recipes that are going to inspire you, and maybe even start meal prepping. One thing that really helped me was to get inspired by different salads and then cook up a whole pot of quinoa on Sunday and eat that several days throughout the week. So there are ways that you can make it work for you as a busy mom, and it is so important. It should be higher on our priority list as moms to make sure that we're nourishing ourselves as well. In addition to eating healthy meals, it is a really good idea to start drinking tons of water all the time and incorporating superfoods into your diet. I have been exploring a lot of those and sharing recipes in my videos, but my newest discovery is the Moringa Tea that Poca sent to me, and I really like it. I was gifted 3 flavors: pure moringa, ginger moringa, and a dragon fruit moringa, and I thought I would like the dragon fruit best, but I think my favorite is actually the pure moringa. It has a really nice taste, but the health benefits are amazing. When I was doing some research on this tea, I was blown away because it is so healthy. It actually has as many antioxidants in it as green tea does, but it is caffeine free. Moringa leaves also boost your immune system and fight disease, including the virus that we're all trying not to catch. It contains so many vitamins, including A, C, and E. It's anti-inflammatory, protects the liver, and prevents cancers, and the list goes on and on and on. There are so many benefits in this tiny little leaf. The moringa leaves are organic and they're dried at a very low temperature to preserve all the nutrients. But another reason why I love Pocas as a company is that they have lowered all their online pricing to make their product more affordable and accessible to everyone in these unprecedented times. In addition to that, they have given me a 10% discount code for all of you on mypocas.com. I will have that in the description box down below if any of you wanted to try the moringa tea. This one is in a tea bag, which is really easy and convenient. So these are bags of the tea powder, so you could add it to a smoothie or a juice, anything like that. And then I also have some loose leaf. Again, this is all organic. It's fantastic. And another thing that I am very excited about is that they sent me some turmeric powder. Turmeric also has amazing health benefits. It's anti-inflammatory, antioxidant. It has very powerful medicinal properties. It also fights diseases. And another great benefit for this time is that it is also mood enhancing. I will be sharing a recipe to make some juice shots, which if you don't have a juicer, this is a great way to be able to add it to juices or smoothies or just make some golden milk out of it. So I'll be sharing some recipes on this in a future video. If you're interested in the turmeric or the moringa tea, I will have both linked down below, and don't forget to take advantage of that discount code. Tip number 4 is to get moving. I know a lot of people are doing at-home workouts, which was great. One thing that really helped me was to download a paid-for workout app, and because I really didn't want to be wasting money, I did stick to doing it 3 days a week, which was awesome, so that's also a good idea. I also enjoy doing workouts with the children from YouTube. I'll have a couple linked down below that we really like to do together. Morning yoga is also really fun on YouTube. There's so many ways that you can get this in for free, and then also trying to get outside more, to walk, to run, just play outside with the kids is going to be a great mood enhancer as well. It just gives you so much energy right in the beginning of the day and helps you be more productive. But if any of that feels just too overwhelming right now, just start by walking or doing a simple workout in your room in the morning and then gradually build up to the rest. Tip number 5 is to get plenty of sleep. Going to bed at the same time every night is key to having your body clock adjust and help you to have a better quality sleep through the night. And then waking up at the same time in the morning will also help. A couple supplements I like for sleep are magnesium. I take that at night to kind of relax me, and then it helps me drift off to sleep a little bit better. Also ginseng, taking it in the morning will give you lots of energy, but it also reduces stress and helps you have more restful sleeping at night, which is great. But the most important tip is to limit screen time. I would probably say half an hour to an hour before you're going to bed. Don't look at your phone, don't look at your laptop, because that blue light is going to really trick your brain into thinking that it's time to wake up, and it's going to be harder to drift asleep, and not making that time when the kids go to bed like go time. And it's been actually so much more beneficial to getting stuff done because I wake up rested and I'm so much more productive throughout the day. Tip number 6 is, even though you don't have to, try to maintain a routine. It might be a really good idea to write things out, maybe just start with when you have breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and then add in a walk and add in what chore you're gonna do, and just make sure you have a routine to go by, because the kids need structure to their day. They thrive on that. You need structure to the day, just to help you feel like not everything is out of control. It will help you have a sense of order and calm to your life instead of being just tossed every which way and going with whatever works. In addition to having just a structured routine, make a plan for the day. So list off the things that you want to do with the kids, maybe the specific things you're going to make for dinner, what projects and activities you're going to do with the kids. In addition to your regular routine, just have a few items that you're going to do that day that make that day a little bit different from the rest. Tip number 7 is one that you probably very easily blow off when you know that you're just going to be stuck at home day in and day out and no one is going to see you. But on most days, do still try to do your hair and makeup, or at least one of those, and get dressed in day clothes. Not only is this going to boost your mood, but it's going to help you feel better about yourself. And every time I do this, I am so much more productive throughout the day. Number 8 is to start a new hobby, something that you look forward to picking up at the end of the day or whenever you have a few spare minutes. For me, that maybe it's gardening, maybe it's something like knitting or crocheting, which is what I like to do, or watercoloring. I also picked up a calligraphy book at Target, which I haven't opened yet, but I'm planning to. But something like that you have never tried before, but take advantage of the time. It doesn't have to be something big or that's going to take a long time to learn. Maybe just something small that you've been thinking about doing for a while, but just haven't found the time. Tip number 9 is to boost your energy naturally. A lot of people will have caffeine in the morning, and since I cut that out and added more natural sources of energy, I have been feeling so much better. I've been drinking green juices, green smoothies, kombucha, which if you guys have been following me for a while, you know that I'm like very into kombucha these days. So before you just automatically gravitate toward caffeine, try introducing some superfoods that will actually boost your energy naturally. Tip number 10 is to find ways to make things feel normal for yourself and your family. This is a very strange time where everything feels completely upside down. The whole world feels upside down right now, but in our homes we can do what we can to make things just go on as normal and give our children the security that they are craving. Mine are so young that I feel very blessed. I don't think they've really felt too much of the effects of this, but having a routine that we really stick to every day has really helped a lot. Also, making your family like a special meal and like having dessert afterwards is also a great way to make them feel special and secure. So many people are cooking right now, and it's because cooking just gives you a sense of creativity but also control, and nothing comforts your family more in a time like this than just sitting down to a delicious home-cooked meal. So I think getting into the kitchen is a great way to make your family feel normal, nourished, and loved. And also, don't forget to treat yourself once in a while. Whenever I go to the store, I get my special little dark chocolate almond butter cups, or I bring home a small bouquet of flowers. Just little things like that that will bring the normal and some joy and light into your home. I mentioned in my Costco video what I stocked up on for quarantine, that I included our comfort foods as essentials because I really feel like that does help our family feel normal during this time. I hope you guys found those tips helpful. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram for that challenge. I'm really excited to start sharing that with you. I hope you're all staying well, staying safe, and staying positive through all of this. I am rooting for all of you, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye everyone.